Ну что, привет всем, кто забрел на мой канал. С вами, как всегда, я Финголд, и Dragon Age продолжается. Я тут отсутствовал, сделал небольшой перерыв. Снова с вами. Так, я вообще хотел. Незаконченный дело. Давайте. С корабля на бал, как говорится. Упс. Ого! Маг прям врывается вовсю.
Thank you. I thought them coterie men had me for sure. I guess the whole thing was a trap. There were no dwarves when I went to make the trade, just coterie waiting to kill us. They got the rest of the boys. I ran. I was hoping they wouldn't find me here, but they did.
Что за общество?
Is that Athenril's rival criminal guild or something?
More like she's their rival. A small one at that. What I hear is the coterie controls most crime in Kirkwall, and they don't like competition.
You're a bit young to be doing this.
I'm 15, but I can usually pass for a man. My mama was ripped in two by one of them big horned darkspawn. It's just me and my sisters now. Working for Athenril's the only way to feed the girls.
Why not take what Athenril gave you, and start fresh somewhere outside of Kirkwall?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of farmland in the Free Marches. Surely there's somewhere you and your sisters can find honest work.
My father was a farmer, before the Darkspawn got him. I'd rather do that than work for Athenril. I'll get my sisters. Please, make sure she doesn't come after us.
Поможем пацану. Привет, Хантер. Спасибо большое. Схожу я уже в этот черный магазин, а? Сколько можно? Да, очень интересно, но ничего не будет. Это пока второстепенные квесты. Что такое?
Thaddeus, stand straight. Places, everyone. To the black.
Ну, DLC. Не, Ассасин же пока не играл. Я вернусь к нему немножко позднее. О, поменять точность.
The prize is jewels of my collection.
О, старые знакомые. А нет, такой голем.
Master Socks. You can never have enough of socks.
И все. Ну и ладно. Бесплатный сыр. Звучит, а?
What makes the gang so angry at night? Someone should do something about them.
Are you Answer?
Ah! Sweet mother of Parth. You can't just run up on someone like that. Are you the human Athenril told me about? The one looking for work?
I used to work with Athenril, if that's what you mean.
Yes, it is. What I mean, that is... My apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long. I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bartrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
What a bizarre thing to be scared of.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Интересно, а что же надо вернуть?
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal? I don't know if I would go that far. They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They smiled and everything. The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
Да, Лириум, скорее всего.
You're smuggling lyrium of the Templars.
Maker's breath. Between the Chantry, the Carta, and the Coterie.
Shh! By the Paragons, not so loudly! My word, I'm not cut out for this. I should have taken that job sweeping stables like Mother insisted.
Ну, поможем, так и быть.
I'll get it back for you.
Oh, thank goodness. The gentlemen conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Надеюсь, что они послушают голос разума. Так. Еще рядом у нас есть заданица.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley, and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Another sad Lowtown tale in the making. As if we needed another.
Ну что, посмотрим.
It does appear she could use some help, especially now.
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
A foolish risk in Lowtown.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
Мы знакомы?
I just saved you in an alley and suddenly we're in business.
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
Why is a Templar guarding her? Is this a setup?
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Да он всех у вас не терпит отлагательств. Я смотрю. реализм. Ты про игры или вообще в целом?
I'm expected.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
Законно ли это, да?
If this is criminal, I already have enough trouble.
I should think you're about to have more. I am Sister Patrice. This is my burden of charity.
Shiva Da.
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with the Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Kunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Kunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Ну это они любят, да, пропаганда там. Это у них, да, в каждой игре патриотизм.
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
Давайте поможем.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
We must help this poor creature. He has faced worse than what I run from. Why would they do this to him?
That is obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Kunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
Ну, пойдем, что ж поделать.
Dropping the deep dark with a holy skull.
Watch your step!
Не увидел что-то. Бывает. О, собакушка. Вечно я про нее забываю.
Watch your step!
Как же я ненавижу пауков, а? Как в политчате. Прям сказал, что и мыться начал, ага. И то благодаря чуме. А то как и мылись 2 раза в жизни. Обиделась, перешла на личность. Ну, да, у каждого народа своя история. Они нас считают животными почему-то. И то, что у нас всегда холодно, и шапки ушат надо с медведей. Какая калюква. Грамотная стекласная, что?
He's not very helpful, is he?
Просто они порой вот и народы, и европейцы не видят дальше своего носа и не хотят.
Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'd see you dead first.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Они его разозлили, я так понимаю. И нас тоже. Ох, вовремя тут. Заклинание.
The danger has passed, Katojan. Calm yourself.
В Европе не мылись вообще раньше. И так еще там задвигает вот королева Марго. Просто сказал, что от нее Духан был, наверное, просто пипец. Ну и понеслась. Но я-то прав, это факт. Плохо учили историю свою. И, наверное, у них, может, это вырезаны эти факты в истории, так что обходят, скажем так, стороной.
Did you react because your lead was threatened?
Но он
How
болтливый.
much of this is just blind instinct, I wonder? You can't gesture or stomp your feet twice for yes or something.
Why does that woman think he wants to leave? He's just... sort of a great lump.
Да, пора идти дальше.
I'm getting you out of here before you help again. Still clear as a bell. Great.
Да, он такой болтун. Или там нравится. Что-то, мне кажется, это нехорошо.
You will hold Basra-Bashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of Iskaratam were killed by Tal-Bashar, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
Да, ну их в зал Сад в Европу. Им говорю, Китай был центром всего. Китай научил Чингисхана управлять государством. Его сыновья научили наших князьков, и так пошло. Да, историю надо самому вообще учить по-хорошему, изучать, чтобы картину более-менее понимать.
Yet you are here with Cerebas. The crime is his freedom, his leash held by unknowing Basra. We will not allow that danger to continue. Let your own mages doom you. Cerebas will be properly confined.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Cerebas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
The sister called him Katoja. You are Cerebas?
Cerebas is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Arvarad?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who leave the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Cerebas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Cerebas have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
Like so many others.
We leash Cerebas because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
Is a mage like Bethany so threatening? I don't see it.
I'd hope not, brother.
You and Cerebas, Baz Cerebas, are of the same womb? Vashidan! Neira Setar Karasam!
Что-то кажется, сейчас будет драка.
You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your death.
But we're no threat to each other.
Baz Cerebas, you will be no threat.
Ну, захотели по-плохому, будет вам по-плохому. Из ниоткуда. Шпионы недоделанные.
Can you stand?
Unbound. Odd. Wrong. But
Еще раз зашили кошмара.
You are now Basfarad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of Arvarad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
So after all of this, now you want to die?
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Arvarad couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death, too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. As it Taleb. It is to be.
Patrice might take you back, if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
Others of your kind live outside the Qun. You could join them.
They are not my kind. I am Qunari. They are not.
They have chosen to be free.
Free? They have refused what they are. I can't choose to not be.
Сделать, что хочет.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basfarad. Remember this day.
Еще и сам себя сжег, а? Шмар. Жесть.
Have no words. That poor creature.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
It seems likely she set them on us. But why?
Да, сейчас что-то всплывет, вот интересно. На выход. Так, на минутку все-таки отлучусь, скоро вернусь. Так, я тут. А что у нас? Пути. Травника. Стена. Ходим уже раз рядышком. Вблизи, я бы сказал. Опять боты проснулись. Ага, я все-таки не сюда. Ну ладно. Чувствовала. Чуяло сердце, что не... bigfollows.com. По ссылкам лучше таким не ходи. Опасно. Сборище уже.
You're one of the Amaranthine conspirators. There's a bounty on your head.
Curse you!
Ох, мне нравится. Огненный дождь.
Do you think it's over?
Что мы там нашли? Оружие. Ну и ладно. Сильно так не хотелось. За заговорщики. Чего нету? Тут чего? Ну ладно. Дальше. Я тут у вас был, ты удивляешься человеку. Шельф. Да не травникся. Потом полазю. Костяная яма, мне название прям нравится. И тоже, так понимаю, будет отправлено.
What a terrible place to get lost. Not that there are many good places for that, I guess.
Why would anyone work here?
Кто бы сомневался. Еще. Прям суповой набор получился. А, я не пропаду. Тут здесь что можно? Мясники устроиться. Зарабатывать. Тут что? Станки. Куча костей.
There's the entrance to the mines. Perhaps.
Пойдем в шахты. Костяной ям. Она будет той же самой пещерой, как и обычно. Кто бы мог подумать? Я угадал.
Dragon.
Крепкий, а? Но его вовремя обездвижили. Чищенный лириум зато. Кто там? Кто посмел? Еще дракончики. Да, ты думаешь, можем расслабиться? Я думаю, расслабляться еще рано. Давай. О, отлично. Это вспышка. Шлем надо будет когда-нибудь. Что за шлем? Торговцу пойти накапливать. Драконы, золото, это вещи совместимые. Вполне. А ты что, думал, тебя не заметят? Я там что-то прятался. Да сколько их тут, а? Все? Ящерки кончились. Глубинный гриб. О, а ты кто?
Trusty, you came along. Them dragons would have sniffed me out for certain.
Slow down. Tell me what happened here.
I'll tell you what I can, but be a friend and keep your voice down. There's another dragon close by.
Where'd the dragons come from?
We was mining a new tunnel when the wall collapsed, and dragons came through. It was a bloody slaughter. Scared out of my wits, I ran like my arse was on fire. It probably was, only I went the wrong way. Ended up trapped here.
Did anyone else manage to escape?
Some of my fellows ran for the surface. I hope they made it.
Да, беги.
You'd better get going. Try not to get eaten.
Don't have to tell me twice. You should leave too. But don't go that way. There's this huge dragon.
Oh, are we gonna go that way? I've never seen a huge dragon before.
Да, огромный дракон. Что может быть лучше? А у меня есть пес. Осмотрюсь. Сначала. Не для меня шли. Ничего интересного. А жаль. А, это то место, которое я видел. Какое? Симпатяга. Ух ты! Ящерица переросток. Хорошо, что его заморозили, да? Фух. Все. Сует. Все это носить все равно не будете. О, хотя бы так. Квесты здесь.
Leave nothing. It must be clean, with no ties. Well, my helpful associate from the streets. You took the Canary from the city? Without incident?
I think the incident was rather your idea.
Mind your tongue, dwarf.
Please, do speak your mind.
Да, не притворяйся.
Don't string me along. You know that I know.
Whether you believe it or not, I wished you no harm. That might have been useful for someone, but still regrettable. A massacre of citizens protecting a slave might have forced the Chantry to doubt appeasement, to see the Kunari for the monsters they are. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. If such a plot existed, I see how it might be disagreeable to you.
Your Ketojan killed himself rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would. My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
Не, мне кажется, она брешет.
If, perhaps. Why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug, You are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
Нет.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the Faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
She'll be trouble.
Да мы ее устроим неприятности. Блин, ребят. Пещера одна и та же на всю игру. Дом тоже? Только заметил. Ладно, Нижний город, типа дома там один. Блин, боже ты мой. Они вообще не постарались. О. Одинаковые дома, одинаковые пещеры. Хоть город, блин, районы отличаются. Да, это было бы совсем печально. Вот этих куча врагов еще. Я понимаю, прокачиваться все любят, но не таким количеством. Да. Честно, я думаю, вот в эту игру на тяжелом играть это страдание. Просто сам себя будешь мучить. Каждого от врага ковырять кого. Потом еще новые приходят. Что я говорил? Учитывая, сколько разбойников перерезал, я бы сократил бы население города вообще в нулину уже. Просто. А нет, они цветут и пахнут, насколько могут. Хоть лучником становись, а? Чтобы сдалека всех их убивать. Все-таки уровень наконец-то. Ловкость хотел, да? Одну. Ага. Удар в спину, что я могу тут? Убийство. 100% вероятность критического удара. Это мне нравится. Вот это мы возьмем.
Watch your step. Done.
Что я про дома говорил только что, да? Не, архитектура должна быть разной. Немножко. На улице только что вырезал всю братью, и на тебе.
Were they expecting us? It seemed that way.
Anso's goods are probably in that chest. It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go back to Anso and tell him.
Шел ради пустого сундука. Скандалы, интриги, расследования продолжаются. Опять драться.
That's not the elf. Who is that?
It doesn't matter. We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
Всякого, кто придет, войдет в дом. Да, надо это туда тоже прощаться, он слабенький, а должен быть мощный. Ах ты ж, зараза. Магов неплохо и с деньгами. Пока не живы. Чему? Что там у тебя? Силу воли давай. Шаман. Все-таки. Ой, размер больше. Да. Не друг. Почти друг. Не очень друг. Окей. Пора валить. О! Что еще? Опять драться?
I don't know who you are, friend, but you made a serious mistake coming here. Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now! Captain!
Что-то там ошибка у тебя за спиной совершилась.
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to your master while you can.
You're going nowhere, slave.
Ого!
I am not a slave.
Он жесткий.
I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
You were responsible for this.
I'm the reason you're here, yes. My name is Fenris. These men were Imperial bounty hunters, seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself. They were trying to lure me into the open. Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
Интересно.
Everything Anso said was a lie then?
Not everything. Your employer was simply not who you believed.
Не люблю, когда меня дурят.
If you couldn't fight them, why not just run?
There comes a time when you must stop running, when you turn and face the tiger.
That seems like a lot of effort to find one slave.
It is.
Ну, уже торговцы в любом случае заслужили смерти.
If they were really trying to recapture you, then I'm happy I helped.
I have met few in my travels who have sought anything more than personal gain. If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so, I had to know.
You're expecting something else?
I was, but I shouldn't have. It was bait, nothing more.
Да, мог бы и попросить.
You didn't need to lie to get my help.
That remains to be seen. It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city. I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
It sounds like you intend to do more than just talk.
Denarius wants to strip the flesh from my bones, and has sent so many hunters that I've lost count. And before that, he kept me on a leash like a Kunari mage, a personal pet to mock Kunari custom. So, yes, I intend to do more than just talk.
Пойдем.
If it means fighting more slavers, I'll help you.
I will find a way to repay you. I swear it. The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown.
Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
Новые дружки. Я думаю, что он будет в нашей команде. Привет, Ланерес. Ну да, прям такой эльф. Если по нему еще кожу черную, прям вылитый дров, я бы сказал. Даже. Да, что спасибо игроделам, хотя бы модели персонажей не на всех одна и та же. У нас еще одно повышение уровня. Сразу у двоих. Что там у тебя? Ну, ловкость качаем. Силы воли тоже надо. Что там стрелы свои пускаешь. Расстрелы тоже. О, отлично, мне нравится. Тебе типа учил иную землю как прокачаем. Мне что-то с магами прям нравится ходить. Удобно. Интересно, что этот эльф делает. Оказался мощным. Да, мне кажется, он будет в пати. Пускает меня. Давайте поможем нашему белобрысому другу. Так, секунду. Буквально секунду.
Баритон вам.
Ой, пардон. Столько помещений. Все. Лево, прямо направо. Ну и ночью, в верхнем городе. Отлично, со всеми справились. Ну да, стражи не маги. Слушай, что тут покупать? Привет. Ну ладно. Церковный Рик.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Denarius may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
I could stand to know a little more about this Denarius.
He is a magister of the Tevinter Imperium.
Oh, is that all? Nothing to worry about then.
There, he is a wealthy mage with great influence. Here, he is but a man who sweats like any other when death comes for him.
What's the worst that could happen?
I do not fear death. That does not mean we should be reckless.
Нет, надо быть осторожным. О, я же сказал, будет с нами. Так. Посмотрим его в деле.
I am not afraid of you, Daenerys.
Урочник мух. Кант. Те винтерские блин, это тоже ясно. Ступ. Другой. Ну, с двуручным ходит. Пассивку, пассивку. Теперь посуду. Убийственный удар. У нас вояка, да? Ческий урон. Щите. Мана вывалилась, пусть. Где? А. Вот это мне уже не нравится. Ничего себе, он их там размотал. Без помощи моей сестры, конечно.
He sends spirits to do his fighting for him.
Daenerys, can you hear me? Your pets cannot stop us.
I don't like the looks of this.
Now you fall!
Да что он мажет? Не в аду. Помним, помним. Так. Выпей-ка зелье. Нашего. Да и жизни добавить. Да сколько их тут, а? Не смешно. Себе что-то массовое, что ли? В чате. Тебе ж убийца. ДДшить. Кстати, вот это не тот же дом хотя бы. Кинжал. 17. Интересно. Кстати. Ходящий меч. Ярости это уловка, конечно. Да, надо будет по-любому идти к торговцу. О. Вечеринка, да? И они спят. Ух, да. Ну я не в лучники пошел. Я сразу займусь главным блюдом. Сколько в этой комнате уже демонов поубивали, а? Призраков, ладно.
Gone. I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assume Daenerys left valuables behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
Доспех умею. Чё? Все что-нибудь подобное хотел. Деньги. Шлем какой-то интересный. Деньги. Всё. Что ж ты будешь делать? Понимаю, тут мы закончили.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. And now I find myself in the company of even more mages.
You can speak to me directly.
I saw you casting spells inside. I should have realized sooner what you really were. You harbor a viper in your midst. It will turn on you and strike when you least expect. That is in its nature.
Да, то тут не надо мне вот.
My sister is stronger than you think.
You tell him, brother.
I'm not blind. I know magic has its uses, and there are undoubtedly mages with good intentions. But even the best-intentioned mage can fall prey to temptation. And then their power is a curse to inflict upon others.
No one's stopping you from moving on, you know.
I imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize, for nothing could be further from the truth. I did not find Daenerys, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
Are you going to have a problem with my companions?
I will watch them carefully if we travel together. I can promise no more.
Your old master must want something more than just a runaway slave.
He doesn't want me at all, just the markings on my skin. They are lyrium, burned into my flesh to provide the power that Daenerys required of his pet. And now, he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
Perhaps you can find a way to pay him back.
I will pay him back. In blood. You have no idea what he's done to me. What I went through just to get away.
I was only trying to help you.
That was unworthy of me. The truth is, I know nothing of the ritual that placed these markings on me. It was Denarius's choice, one he now regrets.
Интересно.
You've said Denarius is a magister, but little else.
In Tevinter, the magisters hold all the power. Over the chantry, over the imperial court, over life itself. It is nothing for one to own a slave. Denarius had many, but none he valued so much as me.
Then how did you get away?
Is it not enough that I did? I carved my path to freedom in blood. I left that life behind. Yet his bounty hunters follow me no matter where I go. I will run no longer.
I've seen some of your abilities. Do they come from those markings?
Some. All I know is that even in the Imperium, warriors such as myself are rare. Perhaps they believe I should feel honored.
Do you think your master will keep chasing you?
He is too proud not to. Perhaps one day the hunt will cost him more than he is willing to pay. But I doubt that matters any longer.
Ну ладно. Помощь мне в любом случае пригодится.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Denarius wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Я вернусь к старой команде. Мне нужны торговцы. Право, да? Сходим сюда днем. Стой, поторгуй.
Good day to you.
Да, да. Продаю. Здесь мусор. Хватает более чем. Перчатки. Хорошо. Ну, лучше.
I solved your problem.
So, what happened? One of the miners told me you rescued him from dragons. I cuffed him for lying.
Well, he wasn't. Go there and see the corpses for yourself.
But I thought they're extinct. I believe you. You made them extinct again? If it is safe, the miners can return to work.
I got all the dragons. Should be safe enough for now.
Let us discuss your payment. You have been a great help. Since you did so much more than I was expecting, how about we work together? I am offering a 50-50 share in the mine. You will make us both rich if you can keep your countrymen safe.
Why would you share half your business with me?
I spent a decade honing my business instincts in Val Royeaux. I once sold a seat cushion to Empress Selene. Simply put, I have a good feeling about you. So, what do you say?
Ладно.
That sounds good to me.
So, to our first order of business, we'll replace the lost workers. I will hire new hands. Plenty of desperate Fereldans out there, but it will take some time. I need you to convince the surviving miners to return. They are holed up in Lowtown. Tell them the bone pit is safe again.
I'll see what I can do.
Здесь он правда хорошо заплатит. Но я расстроюсь.
Well, good luck to you then.
Второстепенных квестов тут в достатке. Сниф. А, ну да, точно ты.
Well, are you here to socialize, or did you bring my goods?
I rescued your boy and killed the coterie, but your property was long gone.
Coterie. I should have figured. They've got a lock on all trade with the dwarves. If I'd had someone decent on the job, they'd have dug into it first, not walked in blindly. Well, no cargo, no coin. If you're ever looking for more work, I keep my books right here. Feel free to sign yourself up.
Класс.
Good job, Hawk.
Вот твои книги здесь. Ясно. Почему нет? Чего нового нету? И меня. Нет, и не надо. Друг стражи, может, уже выполнить? Я подумаю. Хотя, ладно, уже пойдем этого друга в страже навести. Еще квесты. Хочется упускать. Дорога.
I hope it doesn't rain.
Did you hear what Lord...
I think Mother has an audience there soon.
Нравится вход. Красиво. Да, и загрузки тут определенно радуют глаз.
Insist if you must, but Viscount Dumas will see no one. If you've news of Seamus, I will relay it to him.
Fine. Tell Dumas my scouts have tracked the boy and his Canary captor to the wounded coast. I'm taking a full company after them, and when I return, I expect him to make a show of the reward.
So many to deal with one Kunari seems... excessive.
He may be Tal the Shop. The Winters leave nothing to chance. Get out of my bloody way!
Злое.
Yes, what is it?
Looks like I'm not the only one who saw the bounty posting.
Apparently so. And I am regretting it. As I told the others, Viscount Dumas' son, Seamus, is missing.
We suspect he was taken by a Kunari. If you would like to try your hand at securing his safe return, feel free. I have certainly granted no exclusivity to the Winters and their violent approach.
There must be suspicions about why the boy went missing.
Why? What have you heard?
Nothing. Until now.
There is truly nothing known. He is gone. And there have been sightings of a Kunari. The only complication is that Seamus is known to be of a sympathetic mind. He may have placed himself in danger, but it is danger nonetheless.
The Kunari are not wild in the city. Petition their leader for the boy's return.
The Arishok has declared that it is not his role to do so. Apparently their rebels, the Talvashoth, are hunted anyway, killed for what they are, not for what they may have done. That does not bode well for Seamus.
This isn't a task for a guardsman.
There is a concern of appearance. If we used guards, it would allow Viscount Dumas' opponents to say this admits the Kunari threat, because the city responded. In these times, public embarrassment is preferable to official embarrassment.
Ну ладно, возьмусь тогда за это дело, раз так.
The boy will be home soon enough.
Declare it if you like, but the reward goes to whomever brings him back safe. A discussion you are welcome to have with the Winters, should you encounter them, on the Wounded Coast.
Зимами.
Please keep it quiet, sir. How much longer do I have to wait?
If the guards are inside the keep, how do they guard it?
I think I found something of yours.
I didn't expect to see this again. Thank you. Truly.
Aveline.
Hello, Hawk.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
Тоже неверно.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life. But there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though.
The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
I don't dwell on it. I guess we had that in common.
Then I would have liked him.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing.
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Oh, wait.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall. The Guard will throw you out.
Подозревают интересные дела. Теперь, по идее, могу быстро сюда переключаться, да? Что на карте?
I do hope the Viscount remembers to eat some. Good day, sir.
Все, теперь я могу перемещаться. Идем к травнику. Если недолго. Там выполнять задание травника. Все, это просто к травнику.
The dragon's fang. It's larger than I expected.
Да, обращайся.
It's not so bad.
Накопилось дел. Очень накопилось, я бы сказал.
Hey, it's the one that rescued me from them dragons. A fellow Ferelden, no less.
1,000 thanks for saving Jansen's worthless hide.
Worthless, am I? My farm supplied eggplant to half of the South Reach.
Yeah? My eggplant supplied half the bastards in South Reach.
Началось уже.
You're a real hero. Now what brings you here?
I killed the dragons. It's safe to return to work.
What if there's more dragons later? Or something worse like, bigger dragons?
I go back to the missus without this job. She'll rip me apart sure as any dragon.
What can we do? That bastard Hubert is the only one willing to hire us.
I own half the mine now. I'll keep it safe.
Really? Oh, be nice to work for one of our own. If you don't give us a fair shake, who would?
Всё,
Back to work,
победил.
boys. I'm happy to take more of Hubert's coin.
I'm sorry, Messiah. I should go on to Hightown.
That's the last of them. You do good work. Come, men, back to the vigil, and away from this cesspool of a city.
Отстойного города. Вот живу вообще-то. достойный. Чего интересного? Жаль. Жаль, жаль, жаль. Где надежда? О, рюкзак. Отлично. Леру, барик. Все. Хоть рюкзак увеличил. Думал, уже в этой части такого нету.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the healer, but...
Moss, if you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
Да.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
He sounds very busy. We won't be any trouble, we promise.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
We would never turn someone over to the Templars, mistress. Never.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
No maid should suffer for an accident of birth.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know, to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I asked at
Какой
30
прямо?
farms for work. Not one
Свет в
is
ночи.
hiring for-
Ну давайте 5 золота. Кажется, я сделал хорошее.
30 farms for work.
The healer
Not one
will
is
decide for
hiring for
himself
Relford.
if you're... worth his aid.
Ой, интересно.
I asked at 30 farms for work.
Пускай их избавлю.
Not one is hiring for Reldans.
наш, да? Если они так не отмечаются. Да, я уже почти позакрывал. Да, спутников.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Look, we're Ferelden's just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our King Alistair.
Быстро все разжулили. Алистер король. Забыл про это. Почему я не могу со спутниками вот тоже идти в дом? Стюрер. 9-й только. Мэриль. Уютненько. Вот и тут она может со мной поговорить. Все время он тут ходит рядом со мной. Окей. Но не хочет со мной говорить. Стабилен, все хорошо. Через пару минут. Так, я снова здесь. Говорим.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on.
Это мило.
Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
I came here to see you, Meryl. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest and I'm already a terrible host. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
You're so sweet, Meryl.
I'm not really. If good wishes were enough, everyone in Thedas would be happy. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
Так грустно.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible Keeper. I was never that good with people.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawk. It means a lot to me.
Еще поговорить. Ну давай.
This city is amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Someone has jumped outside your door, and that's exciting.
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me. It's so busy here. So many things just get... lost.
Do you miss the Dalish?
I miss Haren Pyval stories. The creaking of Aravels in the breeze. The city is so busy and confusing. And the elves here are not like my clan. But I'll get used to Kirkwall in time.
The Templars haven't found you, have they?
I've been careful, even among the Dalish. Keepers never work magic in public. And I think the Templars don't even see me. I'm just another elf in the alienage.
Are you feeling lost here, Meryl?
A bit. But I'll adjust. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Как это? Погостили и хватит. Так, что у меня, кто еще? Поговорить еще. Сначала зайдем. Не, пойдем верхний. Сначала второстепенно. Вот он, да? Да. У тебя что?
Hey, Franz.
О, рюкзак. личину. Будем с собой носить еще больше. Убила брысику. Прибрался бы хотя бы, что ли.
Grigio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
Nothing like a bit of fear with your wine.
That's what Denarius used to say.
Да он алкаш. Ты ж тут живешь, а?
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You've had a difficult life.
I'd rather not speak more of it.
Are you certain? I'm willing to listen.
To my whining? Very charitable of you. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
Да.
I've started a life here.
And that's it? You leave it behind so easily?
I lost my brother to the Blight.
And now he no longer matters to you? I apologize. Your life is your own. It simply sounds very familiar.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
Немногословен.
You could track your former master down, I assume?
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
You won't let sleeping dogs lie?
No. I am no fool.
If you're looking to start a life, you could stay.
We shall see. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters. Had I known Ansar would find me a man so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
It turned out well enough.
It did at that. I will not keep you longer. Another time, perhaps.
Эльфа романтить я не собираюсь. Эльфика милая. Да. Все теперь. По цепочке.
Thank you very much for the help earlier, Varric.
You made it back to the alienage in one piece, then?
I don't know how I wound up in Darktown. There are just too many corners in Kirkwall.
Кто бы сомневался.
Just in case.
Да, мне уж как раз у Кунари надо отбить. Пацана, по идее. Там кто его знает. Может, он сам ушел с ним из-за любви. Боже, что я несу.
And the world's rid of one more Canary. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that right, Seamus?
Ashad! You killed him! You Vashedan bitch!
That one of their words. See, that's why you need to be dragged home. You're playing too nice with those things. I'll wager you've gone even further than that. Haven't you, brat?
A little rough for a rescue, don't you think?
Competition? Well, you're too late. The Winters, I, have already claimed him.
Sirrah, if I must go back, so be it. But I will not see these murderers rewarded.
Spoiled shit! I'll cut out your tongue and charge extra for bringing you back quiet. And as for you, I could do with some entertainment while we wait for the others.
Ты что ж она такая дерзкая? Было.
Dead and good riddance, but she said she was waiting for more. A lot more.
We're not giving you up.
Strip the camp, and we'll ready a fitting welcome.
Еще один. Кто бы сомневался, а?
Oh, Andraste. I've never seen so many corpses. So much blood.
We'll get through this. Hold on a little longer. There may be more coming.
Они упертые. Спину шмя вроде как раз тоже бонус. Удар в спину, это хорошо. Да сколько их тут, а?
lied, never coddled. You were worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are. Take me to my father, and I will try again to make him see.
It's clear this was not your first encounter with this Ashard.
I met him soon after their ship foundered. I had run again, to escape the keep and my father. Ashard was to map the coast, to find an answer for the Arishok. I had so many doubts. Kunari have none.
I wasn't aware that Kunari take many friends.
Perhaps it isn't the right word. I am the Viscount's son, bound by everything that means. Ashard did not care. We were both seeking something. That was enough.
I confess I'm not sure what one does with a dead Kunari.
The body is no longer him, and is worthy of no special treatment. That is, apparently, their way.
Should his people be told?
They will know. Whether they will deign to acknowledge it, I have no idea. There was much of Ashard that I didn't understand, but it was so very worth trying.
The Viscount is clearly concerned about your safety.
The Viscount sends thugs to do a father's job. I was in no danger until his help arrived.
You could have told him this was your wish.
Keep your assumptions. He doesn't hear me. He's as tired of being disappointed as I am of bearing it. And now, Ashard is dead. It's not right.
We'll leave soon enough, Seamus. Be ready.
I am at your whim, Sirrah.
Да, я тут хочу собрать деньги, всякие полезные вещи. Зря дрался. Не густо.
I am ready to leave. And you have coin to collect, I'm sure.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me to him. Father.
My son. I thought I'd lost you.
Enough, Father.
Allow me to present one Sirrah Hawk, Excellency. He fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf.
There were complications, but I was privileged to keep your son from harm.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone. Foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with Ashard. The Kunari. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
I respectfully disagree, Excellency. Your son is showing considerable wisdom.
That is quite enough. My apologies, Excellency, for this intrusion into personal matters. There is no... Just move.
Ну а чё, блин, воевать? Они с вами тут бок о бок живут. Истерички. Ну... поискать эту траву уже. Что там ему нужно? И чистую железную коробку. Могу знать, где ее искать. Чистую железную коробку. А бы какую?
Watch your steps, yeah. You don't know how
Почему не бизнес?
Dalish crafting is... Oh, Meryl. So you've returned. How has your time been among the Shemlin?
It's been nothing but roses and rainbows, Master Island. The alienage is lovely in the spring. The collapsing shacks and drunken brutes are nicely offset by the knee-deep mud.
This path has been of your own choosing, Meryl. A path that has saddened the clan greatly.
Perhaps if the clan was more accepting of the ancient ways and not so mired in fear.
Enough! We will not bicker like children in front of strangers. We cannot undo what is done. My apologies for that display. Perhaps we can start again. You've returned. Is there something you need? Do you have any pure iron bark in stock? What use is iron bark to you? I've never met a Shem who could bend it to his will. Either way, I'm out of stock. I do know where it can be found, but it is impossible to retrieve. Our people were forbidden from venturing to the area after we lost 2 of our best hunters there. What's the problem? Maybe I can give you a hand dealing with it. I find it insulting that you think you would succeed where we could not.
Началось,
The place is overrun by darkspawn. If we tried to eradicate them, we would risk the precious few hunters we have left. I'll show you where the area is. What you do with the information is up to you.
Отлично. Тут что-то есть.
Make your business here quick.
Здесь или валить опять? Уже метки могли бы или карту давать повертеть, чтобы понять, здесь, не здесь. Все-таки не здесь. Сходим. Интересные новые места. Порождение тьмы точно. Ох, по вам я соскучился даже. Шуханова. Давайте на меня уже. Только что здесь, а? Ой, я тролля пропустил. Обидно. Лучше охотники. Хотя бы чуть-чуть надо. Молодцы. Тут это редкость. Спутнику. Почему без этого? Без эльфийки сходим. Страшно, думаю. Она у воина, помню. О, вот так. Могла стоять. Щитно. Второй отлично. Физический урон.
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
Цель пустынная. Ставим больше хотелось. Люк, так сказать. Спасибо и на этом. Что тут у нас? Скелет. Бедный Ярик. Где что? Очередной бой. Что-то меня тут бой перестают радовать.
We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
Я готов, я готов. Собаку позову.
There's our targets.
Ловушку лучше убрать. Пока ты такой утульный, да?
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Отлично, еще и награда. Замечательно.
That should do it.
Дадим тут квест. Что все точки теперь там ждать? Сидел намного-много быстрее.
Am I the next stop in your career evaluation?
Все нормально. Да, нормально. Даже пора лучше было.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the early and very incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I... talk and when I shut up.
Похоже.
Like if you got paid to guard or not guard.
Силу. Сивку. Что ты выпускала? Ой, у него мало, это я понял. Спокойнее.
That makes no
Чуть.
sense.
Good.
Нужно золото этого. 79, а?
People talk about the circle.
Я куда-то тратить. Полтинник вроде идет на экспедицию. Выставь тут, конечно, я скажу. Очень много.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
Fine day, Sarah.
О, спасибо большое, ему тоже привет.
There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
A lot of yelling for doing him a favor.
We killed a band of highwaymen. What does it matter whose patrol it was? It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time? Threaten my friends. Not letting
Ты со мной познакомился, ты сразу вляпалась.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
A lone guard isn't much of a patrol.
Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donnick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
Он что-то
So
мутит.
the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush.
I bet there's a perfectly reasonable lie that explains why your captain arranged this.
I'd be willing to hear it, but not while a guard may be walking into a trap. Brennan said Donnick, a good man. Donnick. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that ball one more time.
Пройдемся по этому маршруту. Интересно теперь. И расследовать.
We can't waste time, Hawk. Guardsman Donnick is here somewhere.
Тут у вас. Как же вы достали спавнить. Рыжий IT. Привет и спасибо за фыр. Да. Прям чувствую, Финголд вернулся, да. Финголд снова с вами. Мелкий укол. Путь к логову игл. У нас новое убежище. В Нижнем городе инструкции ниже. И лучше приходить только с хорошими новостями. А то за спасибо получишь промеж глаз. Игнасио жив. Имечко. Игнасио жив. Что меня так называют? Просто обнаружил для себя второстепенный. Да? Очередной.
We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing.
Ой. Ну и вот, все мертвы. А нет, не все.
Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman?
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details. City accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Selling out his own. Forget guard captain. This man needs to be in government.
Not now, Hawk. Jevon needs to see how justice works. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
Мне нравится.
I'll make it back to the barracks.
Чуть мне кажется, идет он. Дверь в пристройку ба. Да, намного лучше.
Thank you for your help.
Более грозно. Вот это. Я тебя искал. Ой, Вита, привет, спасибо большое. Столько посетителей. Приятно. У меня уже все это лучше.
Good job in there. In fact, get rid of any other groups, and I'll be at the hand.
Кто такой? А, я помню тебя.
Well, how about that?
Чу? А вот помочь товарищу своему всегда, пожалуйста.
Good day, Sarah.
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this! Ferelden, bitch, this was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged, quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you, Aveline Valen, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care
Opa.
for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment? Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
Чувство, когда твой друг теперь капитан стражи.
If the deep roads is what you want, you have the coin to do it. If the deep... Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain, or you will be. It'll be easy.
I'm not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to.
Она жесткая.
Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
That you keep his memory speaks well of him.
He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain.
He seemed a good man. For a Templar. I'm sure he's found peace.
What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not? What do you mean by that?
Wesley believed, and if he was correct, then that's where he is. But this business of the less the Maker does, the more he's proven, I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar.
I married a man. A good one. And he's gone. I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
You clearly miss Wesley, but that's not the issue.
Of course I miss him, but he's not coming back. Pining like a child serves no one. So I remember him, but I let him rest.
You're not so kind to yourself, though.
No.
I don't see how you can take the blame for the Darkspawn Horde.
I didn't cause his death, but I also didn't prevent it.
Do you blame me?
I did. I didn't want to. I know why it had to be done, and so did Wesley. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
Ну что сделано, то сделано.
I could get used to having the law on my side.
You'll behave yourself, is what you'll do. I just sent Jevon to prison over corruption. I won't go the same road.
You never let me have any fun.
Thank goodness.
I think that's best for everyone.
I look forward to working with you, Guard Captain Aveline.
Still strange, isn't it? Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawk. It's where I should be.
Все на своих местах, отлично. Тщательно.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah.
Дались слухи.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Я почему-то хочу пока отложить. Отдыхай. Дальше со мной. Уже хилая. Стихийно. Одно смирение стало. Ну что, поехали. Лака. Хоть есть здесь.
Just keep walking,
Полет нормальный, полет отличный. Знакомое лицо. Тот маг из дополнения.
This place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat.
Точно.
Pounce a lot. He hated the deep roads.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
So, you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested... Although... a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl, then the letters stopped coming.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden, when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cells, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
Да тут не очень хорошо.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
You've convinced me. What's your plan?
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Вот и договорились. Получили отсылки к этой части.
I should have stayed in the
Да, да, да. Не, я люблю такие моменты, кстати. Прям нравится. Аж не год. Дайте мне перерывчик небольшой. Буквально там 4. Так, я здесь. Смири. Интернет приказал долго жить, да, опять? Проверить. Сильно.
Баритон.
Что ж такое? Извиняюсь. Прям вовремя отлучился, я бы сказал, да? Ну, рассоединение было недолгим. Это хорошо. Чат еще отрубился. Pages. Так, я снова здесь, я так понимаю, все хорошо. Все же хорошо. Более чем. Ну что, продолжаем тогда. Подпишитесь, все нормально, звук, все, картинка.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
Он вообще-то еще серый страж.
Never take another mage as you took him.
Воу. Ну хорошо, что он на моей стороне.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no. Maybe we can find a cure. Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Блин, ладно, пусть сделает, как просит все-таки.
My sister calls being tranquil a fate worse than death. Give him peace.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
Жестко, жестко, жестко.
That wasn't normal magic you just did, was it?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon?
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard.
You tried to help a friend. Surely no harm can come of that?
I wish I still had your innocence. There was too much hatred in me. Justice thought he would overcome that. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curses of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You're the first one I've ever told this. Thank you for not running away. My maps are yours. As am I, if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
Отлично, группа растет. Возле церкви верхней. Вроде сходить. Он в трактир.
Rather be free down here, I guess.
Where else can we go? No, elsewhere.
sake.
Мы зайдем туда висельник сначала. Обучаться как квест.
You owe us, Isabella.
Well, Lucky, I'll tell you what. Since the information you gave me was worth nothing, that's what I'll pay you.
Me and my boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, you poor sweet thing.
Мне кажется, они на пол упали. Ох как.
Tell me, Lucky, is this worth dying for?
Умный мальчик.
I didn't think so.
So, I've been dying to know. What was going through your head when you fought that ogre?
For the first few seconds, what do they feed those things?
I don't know anyone else that's even seen one. You're lucky just to be standing here. Somehow, Hawk, I imagine things won't be dull with you around. Not that I expect the deep roads to be boring, mind you. Constant threat of doom does tend to keep you awake.
Anything in particular I should know about your brother?
To understand Bartrand, you've got to understand the Dwarven Merchants Guild. These are dwarves who would sell their mothers if they thought it'd get them a better share of the lyrium market. Anyone who deals with them has to sleep with a knife under their pillow. In my family, that's Bartrand.
Ох как.
What are your plans for this trip into the deep roads?
Bartrand's running the show. Andraste's ass, he'd probably do that even if we weren't paying for everything. The tide we're looking for is supposed to be a week's travel from the surface, so I hope you aren't scared of the dark. We've got supplies, muscle, excavators. The plan is to carry out everything that's not nailed down.
If we'll be working together, I should find out more about you.
True enough. I suppose you want to know my credentials. My family came from Orzammar, noble house Tethras, until my father got caught fixing provings. He and our whole house got exiled. No huge loss. I was born up here. Sunshine suits me just fine.
Are you a merchant? A mercenary?
I'm a younger son. It's a difficult and dangerous profession. A lot of us die of boredom. Fortunately, being Bartrand's younger brother keeps me on my toes. Maker knows he lacks subtlety. I'm the one who pulls strings to keep the coterie out of our hair. Keep us just a whisker ahead of the other families.
What are the deep roads like?
Well, I could tell you the standard tales. Legions of darkspawn, ravenous beasts, cave-ins. I've spent my whole life in Kirkwood. Dangerous enough most days, but it doesn't compare to the deep roads. So, this will be, let's just call it an adventure, I guess.
Great. Now we're adventurers.
Отлично, у меня тут квест, да?
My. And here I thought the only men in this place were besotted fools who couldn't hoist the mainsail.
When you talk about hoisting the mainsail, what do you really mean?
What else could it mean? It requires strength, knowledge of rigging, and a small measure of sobriety.
I know my way around rigging just fine. And I'm good with my hands.
Oh my. I'm Isabella. Previously Captain Isabella. Sadly, without my ship, the title rings a bit hollow. You're Ferelden, aren't you? You have that look about you. I was in Denerim not too long ago. You know, you might be just what I'm looking for to solve a little problem I have.
I'm always ready to help.
Someone from my past has been pestering me. I've arranged for a duel. If I win, he leaves me alone. But I don't trust him to play fair. I need someone to watch my back.
Who's this person you've arranged to meet?
His name is Hader. We worked together back in Antiva. He's never liked me. He's been asking about me all around Kirkwall. Thought I'd get it over with and meet him face to face.
You wanted information from Lucky. What was it?
I asked Lucky and his boys to track down something I lost. They failed to do it. It's nothing to worry about, and this is much more important.
Why a duel?
I like duels. It's what I do. And if I win, he'll be dead. Problem solved.
Давай.
I think I could manage watching your back.
I'll bet. I've arranged to meet Hader in Hightown after dark. I'll meet you there.
You have to when you're dealing with this lot. Let's see how you like drunk men pinching your ass and trying to lick you.
Сначала сходим днем, а потом можно и чил. Квесты когда-нибудь закончатся, мне вопрос. Предлагается награда. Ограждение Кирквала. Нинет, моя дорогая жена, пропала, и я награжу того, кто вернет ее целой и невредимой. Есть вопросы касательно награды или Нинет? Приходите поговорить со мной на рынок верхнего города. Гислен Декарак.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
Your wife is missing. I can try to find her if you like.
Yes. Oh, I've been waiting for someone to say that. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Что ж там такое?
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. It is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
Ну,
I'll try my
узнаем
best
ситуацию
to
получше.
find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite.
Ну, помните, ее любимые цветы.
Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Какой-то у него французский акцент, я бы сказал. Что смогу сделать, чтобы у них все было хорошо? Что здесь?
Have you seen him? Please, can you help me? My brother.
Тут все потерялись, а?
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars, and
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
oh, she has many admirers. They laud the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce, and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
What have you heard about the Templars?
People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
I'm here to help you. Just tell me what you know.
Karen would write me every day. Then suddenly, no more letters. I wrote him many times with no response. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance, in your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. May God bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Хорошо. Будем разбираться в этом деле. Квестов они наделали тут дополнительных прям немало.
Quiet day in Hightown.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for
О, боги,
you.
не-не-не.
What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Jathan, have you seen Ninette lately?
Ninette? Not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-eater, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you have any idea where she might be?
Well, there was someone else looking for Nanette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Nanette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Nanette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Perhaps Emmerich knows something we don't.
Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Nanette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Этому эльфу что-то надо. Ладно.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I have coin in my purse and time to spare. Why not?
Maker's breath. Can't you do this when I'm not around?
Fine. I'll do this some other day.
It's too late. The images are already in my mind and they will never, ever go away.
Почему он светится?
Back again.
I was just...
Have it your...
Что есть точно с ним спать? Может быть какой-то квест. Ради квеста я даже с ним спать не буду. Это перебор. Это перебор. Уже главный сюжет. Да? Ясно. Средина. Ночью. Лакуй. Пойдем.
People talk about...
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
Oh, good. We'll just be leaving then. To go somewhere that isn't the gallows.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first one's disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Monsieur.
No. No Templars in this family.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Her own people? That's horrible.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some... questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do... what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Угу. Этот город полон интриг, а? Целый новостной блок для НТВ. Жертва. Безумцы не пойдут в обход. Это что? Условно сюжет? Понимаю. Понял. Что, сразу поговорим, пока я здесь? Да тут нет.
I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
You can tell me anything.
Anything? Be careful what you offer. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
We can't always predict the outcome of our actions. We can only make them with a true heart.
Well, under that scruffy exterior, I think you've got a bit of a soft heart yourself. I'm sorry, I shouldn't presume. We've hardly met and I feel like I know you.
No, не.
Am I making you uncomfortable?
I don't want you thinking about me that way.
Everyone wants to control my thoughts. Fine. I hear you. Strictly professional.
Ну, не. По таким делам. Жаклит, блин. Новый спутник, маг. Слившийся с духом мужского пола. Не. Мимо. Что это? Боль, смерть. Место встречи.
Looks like a fight! Be ready!
I thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Merrin. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Can I assist your investigation?
It's no longer my investigation, Sirrah. You may take over if you wish. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
Хоть не храбрится.
Foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
Посмотрим. Литейная. Происшествий? Я рад. О, маг. Что, демоны будут? Ну, кто бы сомневался. Ух, какой. Вот этих одержимых, а. Да, у меня тоже плохо. Все. Вот этого нет. Да что ж такое?
You can survive without a hand. This doesn't mean anyone's dead.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Nanette.
Проблем. Успехи больше, чем сейчас. Это печально. Хочется давно переодеться. хождение туда-сюда утомляет. Поделать. Закончу с этим квестом уже. Прям интересно стало. К тому же он тут рядом.
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I saw someone leaving the scene, but they got away. I'm sorry.
It was more than I accomplished. I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Выполнено. Я-то думал сейчас расследовал. Это обидно. Сюда тогда.
There you are. I've been here for hours. Ada hasn't shown up. No one has. I don't like this.
I don't like this. That's right up there with what could possibly go wrong.
That's the wench we're looking for. Gut her.
Она тоже из убийц, я смотрю. Это было по кинжалам понятно сразу.
Ada said hiding in the chantry and sending thugs to finish me off. Coward. He'll not get away with this. Come on.
Побежали.
Get ready!
Да-да-да, я иду. Я не переживай.
The people with
Isabella, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too.
Castile won't be happy to hear that. I promise you. Castillon isn't a very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
Опа. Ты глаза. Спину так хорошо подставила. Вот главарь же ваш мертв, ну что вы?
I was trying to talk him down.
Trust me, it's better this way. Castillon won't hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
What's so interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead, but that would be letting me off easy.
You hired Lucky to track down information on the relic.
That's right. He insisted he knew everything that was going on in Kirkwall. He lied. I bet he doesn't even know everything going on in his pants.
Did you end up in Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm. The ship ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years. Ah, balls.
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader. I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
Ну как сразу? Ну прям уже армия целая, а? А жаль. Чего будет? А денег все больше и больше только. Кстати. Давайте сразу поговорим. Что-нибудь интересное расскажет.
The Ferelden, eh? Athenril said you might help me. Some raider captains are having secret meetings at night in Lowtown. The job's simple. Break up the meeting and kill every one of the bastards.
That's not much to go on.
It's enough to do the job.
Ну хорошо.
Tell me where they are.
All the details are in this letter. If you manage to eavesdrop on the meeting before you kill them, there'll be extra in it for you. I'll be here.
Oh?
Она все пьет, а?
Maker. I think he's ignoring me now. Hey! Is my coin not good enough for you? Oh, Hawk. Thanks for helping me with that little problem I had. You going to buy me a drink to celebrate our victory?
I don't know if that's wise.
Oh, please. Fixating on what's wise makes you forget what's fun.
Oh, before I forget, are you still looking for work? Because I have a friend who needs some help.
Is this a friend or a friend?
I never let him steer my ship, if that's what you're asking. From what I hear, he doesn't have good control of his rudder. His name's Martin. He has a room right here in the Hanged Man. Tell him I sent you. Now, you going to leave me to my drinking or what?
Поговорили.
I think I need a bath.
Ну и ладно. Квесты эти дополнительно не кончаются. Нереально, они бесконечны.
So you found me. Going to finish Martin off properly this time, are ya? Where's my property, eh? How's it feel making a profit off someone else's hard work?
I'm not here to kill you, but if you tell me what this is about, I might be able to help.
You're not here to kill me, and you want to help? Breaker, it's got to be my lucky day. I need someone to help me find out where the raiders have hidden my stolen cargo. This job's as easy as a peg-legged tavern wench, and there's good coin in it to boot.
What did the raiders do to you?
They closed in on my ship and forced her into the cliffs. My crew and I barely made it out alive. They must have salvaged the cargo when it washed ashore.
Are the raiders a big problem around here?
There are always raiders on the seas, just like there are always bandits on the roads. But they've been much more active of late, like vultures, taking advantage of the Blight.
It's your cargo. You look for it.
Those raiders are still looking for me. I'm not going to draw their attention.
Ну ладно, раз так, помогу.
I'll take care of it.
You'll need to look around the docks. The crates bear the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority, so you'll know it when you see it.
You're assuming I know what an Orlesian Port Authority seal looks like.
It's fancy. Just like everything Orlesian. I've had it with the raiders, and this cargo is the key to me getting on the straight and narrow. You're doing me a huge favor here, friend. Thank you, and be careful.
Что бы вы без меня делали? Все-таки на этой дивной, замечательной ноте я буду заканчивать. Квест сделано уже не сосчитать, но 52, мне кажется, точно сделано. Да, спасибо всем, кто заходил. Спасибо за просмотр, за ваши лайки, комментарии, что вы были со мной. И кто посмотрит запись. С вами был я, Финголд. В строю. Ганейдж 2. Конечно, не дотягивает до первого, но в нем тоже что-то есть. Интересно, вот эти отсылочки, лор, все это цепляет. Да не время, точно. Что еще раз всем большое спасибо. Всем удачи и пока.